I know a lot of you might have a few questions as to आपका भाई कहाँ गायब था, but I doubt any of you have that question. But it's nice to delude ourselves. But let's talk about that towards the end of the video. Right now, this video is about something that me and the boys being Geek Haven, have been working on since God knows when. But we're now going to be talking about the next event for Geek Haven, Karachi Anime and Comic Con 2023, which is happening on 28th of January in Arts Council. This is going to be the third private Comic Con that we are doing, and this video will totally be dedicated to what is a Comic Con and why you, the audience, should be coming to it. So yeah, that's what this video is about. To be very honest, I'm only making this video because last time I had this entire big idea that I'm going to be covering all coverage, from a backstage point of view, pre-event and everything, post-event and whatnot, for the Comic Con that was happening in January this year, like in 2022. But let's just say that didn't really go as planned. Jani, chill maro. Pre-con, during con, post-con, post-con. I'll be making content out of everything that we're going to be doing in the con. वो पूरा content आपका भाई record करेगा, record करके I'll be posting it on YouTube. We get to have backstage shots and vlogs and whatnot through my recording, और मेरा तो फायदा ही फायदा, it's free content. Tension ना लो, it's all going to be happening. अबे यार सॉरी यार बॉयज, रिकॉर्ड करना बहुत मुश्किल हो रहा है मेरे लिए, एनीथिंग बिफोर द कॉन. आई डोंट इवन थिंक आई विल बी एबल टू डू इट ड्यूरिंग द कॉन एंड व्हाट नॉट. कुछ सोच ही नहीं पा रहा हूँ. नहीं यार, असल में आई एम वेरी कॉट अप विद माय इंटर्नशिप और यूनिवर्सिटी की बहुत सारी चीज़ें चल रही हैं यार. तो हाँ, इस चीज़ को मैं नहीं देख पा रहा, सॉरी बॉयज. हाँ, अगली बार डेफिनेटली करेगा आपका भाई, डेफिनेटली. इस बार यार let's just focus on the event and next time I'll make sure मैं इस चीज़ को भी पूरा कर दूँ. सही है भाई. So yeah, I thought I'd make amends and try to redeem myself by making sure I'm able to only make one video this time and then go back into the oblivion. Okay, so I'm going to break this video down into 3 integral parts, and that's what we're going to be moving on with. So firstly, we're going to talk about what is a Comic Con, then we're going to talk about what happens at a Comic Con, and then after we're going to be talking about why you should be coming. So right, those are the 3 factors that we're going to be talking about today. So a Comic Con is a Comic Con. But in all seriousness, a Comic Con, consider it to be a celebration where all the nerds, the geeks, the enthusiasts for their fandoms come over just to meet like-minded people, interact, socialize, have fun, and then go home. If I was to explain it really simply. Obviously there's a lot of things going on, but if I was to boil it down for any of you, that is what it essentially is. Like-minded people coming in for the event, having fun with all the various aspects of the event, and then going home. Now, here's something that might not get across pretty well. If it's for like-minded individuals, why are you trying to reel in people that aren't a part of this community? Because I know for a fact there have been so many people that have just come over to the event for no good reason. Like if you went over to them and just to talk about stuff, they tell you, "हाँ यार मैंने Star Wars देखा है," and that is where it just stops. And the thing is, they just came over because I don't know, maybe a group of friends. They were part of a group of friends and they just popped over because one of them really wanted to go there. maybe they just wanted to have some fun and Karachi mein as such koi events hote nahi hai, so they just went to this one. No one knows, but they did come to the event. The normies did come to this event. And after that, after they went home, due to the passion that they saw from these enthusiasts, because of these devoted fans, they decided to go home and check out a few things here and there. For example, I think at Shogun or at Karachi Anime and Comic Con 1, we blasted AOT's opening, Sasageo. And after that, I remember there's one of my friends and he just goes like, ये कौन सा anime था और ये कब आता है, because I need to understand why were there so many people screaming that opening. And just because of that curiosity, they ended up watching AOT. Now they're a proper weeb, and I have somehow managed to convert them into an anime fan. And that is what it really is. Really passionate people coming into these events and just sharing their passion, their love for this entire franchise, whatever franchise they might be a part of, they might love. And that reflects and passes on to the next person. They try to understand, like they obviously understand that you're really passionate about it, but they want to know why. And that is why I want to reel in you people. Because if you do come over, you're going to understand why. So yeah, that's for that annoying question, K. If it's for a specific fandom, why are you trying to re-listen? So yeah, coming back to the topic of what is a Comic Con, like I said, like-minded people coming in for just some fun. But aside from that, obviously there's a lot of things happening in a Comic Con. Essentially, if we dive into the next chapter of our video, which is what happens at a Comic Con, or yeah, that is what it was, I think. But yeah, so what happens at a Comic Con? So essentially, we have a lot of pop-up stalls where we have a lot of merchandise selling merch related to these fandoms. We have a gaming area where we have a lot of free-to-play games for people that are just there to have some fun, and obviously some competitive gaming where we do a Tekken 7 tournament on our PS4s. So for the gaming aspect of people, they really love that and they really go for that. So that is something that appeals to a lot of people from the gaming perspective. We have art competitions happening there, and just for the nostalgia kick and just because we're getting really old and we do not want this generation to forget about it, last year we introduced Beyblade, and I distinctly remember people just going crazy at that stupid stadium and just going, let it rip, and it was bonkers. Grown men playing Beyblade should not make sense and it should not happen anywhere. But it does happen at our anime convention. And it's fucking great. Aside from that, we have a lot of other things that happen at the event. One of our main aims of this event is to promote local artists and local small films, movie makers, animators that are working in this industry. And we make sure we try to get in touch with as many people as possible and give them that platform to make people aware about what they're doing. Even this year, if you guys have been following our posting, we're trying to incorporate Ascorps, we're trying to incorporate really nice short films maker that I'm not going to reveal right now, but yeah, we're trying to incorporate them. We're going to be trying to incorporate a lot of artists, specifically comic artists, and hopefully we can get something with them on this event as well. So yeah, that is another sector that we really heavily like to focus on. And if you're all about, supporting these local artists and whatnot, I think really you should really come to this event, and it's going to really make you aware about what it is and how these people create their magnificent pieces. So yeah, that's another aspect of the event. And finally, if I was to talk about the biggest factor of the event, it would be cosplay. Cosplay is hands down the thing of the event that livens up everything. That is the one specific thing that people genuinely come for. Cosplay is people dressing up as their favorite characters from their specific fandoms. People do it for fun, people do it professionally, people do a lot of mehnat on their costumes and showcase it at the event, and it always looks fabulous. And again, as a casual, I wouldn't expect you guys to cosplay immediately, but I can guarantee you, once you see the appeal of someone cosplaying and then people just running around that specific person to get a picture, and then them doing a cosplay walk on stage and fully reenacting that character, you will have that intrigue, yaar. this was pretty good, and I'd love to try that at least once. So yeah, that's all. That is probably one of the biggest things about the event. That is something that livens up the event and gives it that unique flavor that it has. There's nothing like it, to be very honest. And yeah, that's majorly what happens at the event. We have a stage where a lot of things are going on, stage performances are happening, we do karaoke sessions, we do one of my personal favorite things, character verses on the stage where we pit two characters from different universes against each other, and people always seem to hate my guts for always saying that their favorite character would lose in that fight. So yeah, again, really, really fun stuff, and it's always really fun to see that happening. And I'm pretty sure if someone who has no idea, even has no idea about those characters, even if he sees that bit of passion oozing out from these individuals, to some extent, I'm pretty sure they'll be like, यार काश मैं भी I could be a part of this, and मैं भी फिर जो है होस्ट जो खड़ा हुआ है और वो उल्लू के पट्टों की तरह बातें बोले जा रहा है, मैं भी उसको फिर बोलता अबे तू क्या गधा हो गया क्या, and you know वो एक आता है, you get that if you just come to this event. Please मुझे उल्लू का पट्टा नहीं बोलना, ठीक है ना? So yeah, all in all, if I was to wrap this up and talk about why you should come to the event, it's pretty simple, man. Just come to the event, you'll understand what I'm trying to say by the entire passion fueling you and you trying to get into the fandom yourself. And if nothing else, just think of it as a socializing event where you get to meet new and interesting people. Get to see people dress up as some of the characters you might know. I mean, Marvel and DC, everyone knows at this point, so you can get a chance to get that at least. And overall, just have a really fun time, because that is essentially what the Comic Con is for. You having a really good time while getting to geek out at some of the amazing things that are happening around you. So yeah, the main thing about this video, the main message about this video was to give you a little bit of insight about what a Comic Con really is, and hopefully you skip through, you might being interested to try it out. And again, I hope you guys do somehow manage to see this video, because obviously आपके भाई की reach बहुत कम है. But yeah, I hope you guys somehow do see this video and it piques your interest just a bit to give it a try, and मेरी लाइट चली गई. हाँ, तो आपके भाई की लाइट चली गई थी कि इलेक्ट्रिक हेट्स कंटेंट. So yeah, मैं तो पूरा सेटअप वगैरह हटा दिया था, so now just recording from my selfie camera. And yeah, I just wanted to wrap up this video by saying I hope you guys do come to the event, and I hope it gave you an insight as to what you can expect, what should maybe reel you in. And again, agar kuch nahi, just come in and have fun, and I guarantee you, after all is said and done, you'll go into some fandom and you will try out at least some specific anime or comic or something along that lines. So yeah, I hope it turned out to be instrumental in that point of view. And again, if nothing else, you can find some really cool stuff at the event from the pop-up stalls. I mean, this background that you see behind you, I saw this at one of the stalls called Radical Posters. And in the end, I didn't have any cash on me at that time, nor did I have any time stuck on stage. But after that, since it caught my eye, I just ordered it from them, and yeah, it makes one hell of a background for my YouTube videos. So yeah, if nothing else, you might be able to see some really cool merch. So again, hope to see you guys at the event 28th of January 2023. And aside from that, I said we'd talk about where I was for the past, God knows when did I post last, but yeah, let's not go dive too deep into it. Let's just say that I didn't really feel like making content at that time, but I'm back now. And hopefully I don't just end up making one video and going back into the abyss. And hopefully you're going to be seeing more content related to, the con in general and what we have in mind, what we're planning and whatnot. And hopefully you'll be seeing more content from my side on the previous things that I was doing related to anime reviews and whatnot. So yeah, be on the lookout for that, and hope I managed to stay here long this time. Well, that's about it. Bye bye.